What movies have made you cry?
I don't cry at a movie. I cry. I really don't. I'll cry if like my order's made wrong at Taco Bell or like
Well, of course.
You know,
There's no
I have to
sour
wait in a
cream
line
on
at
your
a Home
Crunchwrap
Depot.
Supreme.
Yeah, I'm.
There's
my
a
brain
line
is
at the
glass.
key making station at Lowe's.
I don't know when the last time I cried in a movie was.
You want me to go first?
Hold on. You go first.
This.
No, you go first. I don't cry at movies, but you go first.
Okay, the double whammy was Les Miserables. Cried twice.
I haven't seen
cried
it.
3 times.
I haven't seen it.
Man, it's
never read the play. Never saw any of them. Wasn't my cup of tea.
It's basically watch poor French people suffer.
Yeah,
and the music is what gets you. The music really, and she's really pretty, super white, pretty white girl.
Gonna have to be more specific.
Pretty white girl, Princess Bride.
Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley.
Not British, pretty American, pretty white girl. Devil Wears Prada.
God damn it!
You got this.
What's her name?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway is great.
Damn it.
And then there's a scene where, oh man, I cried 3 times. I remember there's 3 separate parts.
I cried 3 different times at Les Mis.
Dude, my throat hurt. My throat hurt during the whole movie. And okay, I am from hey, I'm and then I fucked a man.
Yeah, dude, no, that would be cool.
Okay. Then the other one is My Dog Skip was the first movie I cried in.
Never saw that.
Because he throws a baseball at the dog and the dog yelps and I cried.
Oh fuck, that makes me want to cry even hearing that.
It was bad.
Some of those movies you're like, you're just out here to upset people.
It really, Marley and Me, cried.
Yeah, dude.
And then
a guy throwing a baseball at a dog though.
It was
that dude, that makes me go to anger. My sadness turns into anger. I think that's what.
Because you're uncomfortable with sadness.
Yeah,
you're uncomfortable with your feelings. So your rage is easier for you.
We're figuring it out piece by piece.
I'm back to doing anecdotal experience therapy right now.
Somebody's got to.
The other one is this. All right, here's okay. This is Huck Finn. This is the Disney version of Huck Finn
with JTT.
No,
that was Tom Sawyer. Sorry,
with Elijah Wood. I may have talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, you have talked about it. Who's the other? No, fuck. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm with you. Sorry.
So it's him and Jim, okay, and they're gonna take Jim and they're gonna go tar.
I don't think that was his name. What was his real name?
What are you trying to do?
I think.
In the Disney version,
I feel like there was
Jim.
a name before that. I feel
in
like
the
there
Disney
was more.
version,
It wasn't just Jim. Jim was his last name.
In this movie, his name's Jim was his last name.
Yeah.
They take Jim.
Jerome.
So they're taking him to tar and feather him. All the racist white people.
Can
right?
I just say one thing before you finish this?
Is it the
How
N-word?
fucking great would it have been if Disney made his name instead of N-word Jim just Jerome?
Pretty bad.
Like it almost would be worse than
It wouldn't be worse.
Anyway,
It'd be
continue.
bad, but not as bad.
It'd be pretty bad. All right, continue.
So they're gonna take Jim and they're gonna tar and feather him, right? So they're pulling him away from Huck, and Huck, the great acting. Huck is like, Jim, you're my best friend, because you watched the whole movie of them.
Yeah,
together.
they rode down the river together.
Yeah, they had a very their relationship. The actors, the dynamic was great. And he says, "You're my best friend." You can tell it's a really great moment because it feels very natural. And then Jim looks at him and he says, "Huck, I'm getting teary right now." He says, "Huck, you're my own." He's like, "You're my only friend." And at that point, I'm in.
Slavery's horrifying.
Well, they're not even going to make him a slave. They're going to kill him. They're going to throw him in a pot of tar.
He was a slave.
And cover him in.
He was an escaped slave.
Exactly.
He was on the run and he met Huck. He's like, "Oh, I'll fuck around with this little white boy."
Yeah,
He'll
exactly.
Get me to where I
fall
need to
in
go.
love with him.
Yeah.
In platonic.
I should have fallen.
Brotherly love.
No, the follow up of this movie is the K, where they end up on the island and the one guy's blind.
I haven't read the K.
That's the K.
But that story ends with me in Mrs. King's English class crying.
Yeah.
And I look around and everyone in my sophomore English class is just kind of like, fucking around on their phones and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all watching this?
Watching this, man.
I was in my English
Jerome's
class.
gonna die, dude, and no one cares.
I think they save him.
I could certainly never cry at a movie in class. I would never allow that to happen.
Oh, I was a bitch ass dude. I cried at everything.
No,
I still
hold
cry.
that shit in.
Anything father son, I'll cry.
Oh yeah. Oh, see now. Okay, I think that narrows it down. I'm trying. No, dude. I don't know. I don't think I've cried in a movie.
Come on.
I really don't.
You hang
dude.
me out to dry like that?
I don't. He might, dude. That's not my game. Like I said, I've cried over way less than movies.
I've cried. I cried at the trailer for Midnight Special. Did you see that movie?
No.
It's Michael Shannon, and he says to his son says, this is what, I didn't cry during the movie, but I cried during the trailer, which is weird.
Interesting.
He says this to
Hit record.
his son says to him.
So he says.
So he says to him.
So the guy says on
Start.
Midnight Special.
So he says, you don't got to worry about me, Dad. And he's a little boy, right? He's like, you don't got to worry about me, Dad. And he says, I'm going to cry. Michael Shannon says, he's like, I like worrying about you. He's like,
that's cute.
He says, I like worrying about you.
Dude, I think I cried when I was a kid during that scene in Dante's Peak where the grandma jumps like into the lava off the boat.
Ooh, you did?
I think so. That comes back very clear to me. So I think there was some emotion attached to that. I remember one time when I was a kid, my dad cried during the movie Michael, which is with, I think, John Travolta's an alien. Or sorry, he's an angel on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
My dad cried at that, and I remember thinking it was gay. And then
You can't cry in front of your children.
No. That was the only time I've seen my dad cry at a movie. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Dante's Peak. Grandma going into. But the thing about that scene though was she gets. They're in the boat crossing the lava, right? And they're realizing that they're sinking, and she's like, "I will get out.
Yeah.
I'll get in the lava." And they're like, "No," and then they all fake. They're like, "No, please don't,
You don't gotta do it,
Grandma."
Yeah.
Grandma Cindy, please. No, but she gets out. But I never understood. I thought it was a wooden boat, and What was the boat made of that they could sail it through lava? You know what I'm saying?
Again, I don't really remember.
If it was wood, it would have caught on fire. And if it was metal, it would have been 1,000 fucking degrees, and they would all just burnt their skin alive.
Why does the grandma get in the lava?
Because the boat is sinking, and she's like, she sacrifices herself to save the rest of them.
That's so contrived to be like, oh, it is one.
It'd be funny if she got out and it's still. They're like, oh, it wasn't that? Oh, there's a hole in the boat. Fuck. And they all just die.
Or if it's just like they need one, they're like, grandma goes and sacrifices herself, but then they just kind of need like one more person to go. And it's like, well,
it's not quite it.
Yeah, maybe
it's like having a little too many items at the 15 items or less checkout.
Yeah, like who's
getting sacrificed?
That's the thing. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about remember in the Batman Dark Knight movie where there's the two boats, where one boat's full of like prisoners and one.
Yeah, and they have to decide which one to.
I was thinking about that. If you know how like basically one of the prisoners gets the button and he goes and he throws it overboard and he's like, I'm gonna do what you should have done a long time ago.
Yeah, dude.
And he goes and throws it over.
He says it like that too.
He said it like that. And I thought about that, and I was like, dude, I was like, regardless if I was like a convicted felon or if I was on the, innocent victim boat,
yeah.
Either way, I'm going to be like, push the goddamn button.
Yeah, just hit it.
Kill him.
Just kill him.
The right thing to do is me not later. Die.
Yeah, no, that's fight or flight right there.
The thing about this boat is it has me on it, so
it's honestly the most important differentiating point between the two boats.
Exactly.
It's that I exist on one of them.
Right. So in this reality, I think those people should die because
Well, they should have got the grandma from Dante's Peak on one of those boats. So she'd be like, guys, don't worry, I'll jump off the boat and save it. They're like, no, it's not like that.
It doesn't. You would just die, and we'd all still have in the same dilemma.
We'd just be listening to you drown.
She just jumps in the water, and it's full of lava. Like
you're like, this grandma just wanted to kill herself.
Yeah, dude, she's
not noble at all. She just wanted to kill herself.